Gemini, welcome to your intimate tarot reading, sexual energy read. So for those of you who are new and you'd like to know why I read intimate tarot, what it's about, what you can expect, whom it serves, feel free to check out the description box where I have all the information listed for you. Yeah. For those folks who have been around, they're used to the reading type, they would tell you they're really not too dissimilar from the general love readings, but they do have elements of intimacy woven into it to kind of complete the tapestry, if you will. Yeah. But there you go. I understand it's not everyone's cup of tea. I completely get it. Feel free to pass it up if it's not your reading type, but I strongly recommend checking out the description box. It might suit you, yeah? Myself, personally, I understand and believe that all energy is real and valid. Everything begins with the self. So the more we understand our sexual energy, like any other energy, the better we understand ourselves and therefore whatever it is we're attached to, such as relationships. There you go. Right? Regardless, take what resonates, leave it does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. Do keep in mind these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate at all. Frustrating but normal. Check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. All right, what's up, Gemini? Ooh, I know it. I know it. That's a mouthful. That's what she said. It's intimate tarot. I'm allowed to do he said, she said jokes. They pretty much write themselves. There you go. Show me that Gemini sexual energy, please. Show me that Gemini sexual energy. What's going on? Show me that Gemini sexual energy, please. One more. Yeah. Show me that Gemini sexual energy. All right. You are the first of the air signs I'm reading today. Schedule as normal, but on my end of things, I decided to switch things up just a bit. Two of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Don't you look lovely? Okay. Shared. Nine of Cups. Good. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. Queen of Swords. I got someone here to connect it to. They have a tendency to get locked up in their head quite a bit. Quite a bit. But there seems to be a sense of love and wish fulfillment that stands between you two, emotionally, sexually. But this person gets locked up in their head quite a bit. You have such a lovely open nature that I'm looking at here for you. Two of Wands, you know. Your sexual energy, you're comfortable with it, you express it, you look forward to it. Okay, a little bit of waiting. You don't always get instant gratification there, but you're fine with it. With the Queen of Cups, you say you know your heart. You know your heart. You know your emotional self. You understand that your love and sex are attached, you know. All right. We have Page of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Hierophant. Yeah, there's commitment here. There's commitment here. The outcome, the Magician, desiring, manifesting, pulling in from the universe. There's a lot of love here. It really looks like a very strong relationship unit. If you have Cancer in your chart, perhaps check theirs out. There was more on the established couple end as well, as I believe I'm seeing here for you today. So that kind of tells you who's who. So if you're single and you don't identify with this already, do keep in mind you could be looking at your future. That's always a possibility, right? Timelines are different in tarot. Or two, you know, just check your other placements. But I am seeing what looks like an established relationship here today. I'm seeing for you in future a really strong sense of emotional harmony and the commitment to it. So the emotional expression seems to be on point. This person aside, they get locked in their head quite a bit. But what's shared between you two is a strong sense of emotional wish fulfillment for each other. So that's mutual. Fantastic. And there is a strong sense of lovely balance here that's been established between you and this person. We have a whole life here. We have family, we have friends, we have commitment, the Hierophant, and you are showing me in the outcome, the Magician, what you're pulling in terms of your sexual energy. We'll see. Or it may not be. There might be some twists and turns in here, but for the most part, I really like how you feel comfortable with your emotional self and your sexual self. I'm not saying you're perfect. No, there's no such thing. But at the end of this day, you know, this Gemini knows who he or she is. And that's lovely. Okay? Let's go ahead and start with your sexual energy, which is right there, the Two of Wands. Let's do that Two of Wands. Let's see that Two of Wands. Let's see that Two of Wands, please. King of Swords. There you are, darling. Eight of Cups. And the High Priestess. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. When you get in your headspace, so you share this with this person, you can both get locked up here. This is not a surprise to you or this person. You actually both share this trait. You know for a fact that sometimes you get emotionally numb, okay? You try not to take things too personally, but in that same respect, right, if you can't always access your emotional or sexual energy, you have a default position that says, I'm going to go in my head and maybe numb out a little bit. Okay, but you still have a tendency to listen to yourself in terms of the High Priestess here. So your sexual GPS says it still points you in a particular way. You listen to it. And that, it's not always comfortable being you, all right? But you got a really good grip on it. I have to go back to that main point. I mean, just to go back and forth sometimes between being open-hearted to I have to be in my mind now and shut my emotions down, but your intuition's always on, so that's good. So you have a pretty good navigation system, have what I would call shifting gears. You're confident in what you feel, but you also know how to shift into a mindset that says, I have work to do, it's time to be serious right now, I need to shut down my emotions, but that doesn't keep you from not listening to yourself with the High Priestess. So you have a pretty good grip on your modality here. And as far as your sexual energy is concerned, it says it knows where it belongs. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your heart space. Let's see that Queen of Cups, please. Let's see that Queen of Cups. The King of Cups, the Queen of Cups here again, Six of Cups. There's so much love here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, you have total love and security here with someone else. You've made that very clear. You both know what it's like to get locked up in your heads and sometimes lose sight of the sexual energy, but the emotional energy never suffers like that. Not really, no. Oh boy, look at all that. You love your person loves you. Let's make that very clear. Okay. That's just a whole bunch of love, a whole bunch of memories there, a lot of memories. So not only are you attached to someone, they also happen to be an active soul bond. So that's fantastic. And that is full-on heart activation that is shared, fair, and reciprocated between these two. Again, I'm looking at an air sign. The fact that you occasionally get locked in your head, is this a surprise to anybody? No. But what I like is that you still listen to yourself intuitively. And let me tell you something, and that's no easy thing. A lot of people, when they have to shut down their emotions, they're not really good at listening to their intuitive selves. You don't know why? Because intuition is a feeling. So, even while you're not always in your feels, you listen to your sexual energy, don't you? You know? That's interesting. You really self-regulate quite a bit, sexually, emotionally. But you always come back to one answer, whomever this is. This is where your heart lies. This is where your sex lies. I mean, I have such a high shared frequency, plus memories, sweet, lovely memories of nostalgia. This is beautiful. You love them, they love you. So much emotional loyalty here. It's ridiculous. Emotional devotion. That's beautiful. And you're really excellent at self-regulation, I must say, at least with your sexual energy. This is really good, guys. This is so good. Gosh, that's so beautiful. I would wish that for anybody. Look at that emotional loyalty through the roof. Emotional devotion through the roof. Oh, my goodness, honey. All right, Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords. So I can tell you both can be charming and intelligent. So the King, Queen of Swords, I have to point this out in Intimate Tarot because this always gets lost in translation. I don't know why. Intelligence says witty. Intelligence says sarcasm. Intelligence says charming. Okay? You two know how to carry on a good conversation. And you can be charming and playful and witty and still engage with each other mentally, but it's the emotional connection that's phenomenal. Okay? I think that's how you two keep it fresh, is that you tend to bounce off each other very well in terms of your intelligence and how you engage with each other. But that emotional quality, honey, people pay good money in tarot to see that, and unfortunately, that's just not how tarot works. I can only report what's here, not what isn't. So, anyway, I know that they have a tendency to get locked in their head and get overly anxious. You know what it's like, and I think that's why you don't get too worried about it. Like I said, your sense of self-regulation is quite high, sexual and emotional. So, excellent. Let's go ahead and take a look at this person. Let's see that Nine of Swords, please. Show me that Nine of Swords. Show me that Nine of Swords. Let's see that Nine of Swords. Three of Cups, the Tower, Ace of Wands. Oh yeah, this person's crazy about you. So the Tower here, it's coming across as explosive sexual energy, which I just got done explaining to Scorpio because it's been a while since I've seen it for them actually, which is weird. But it does, yeah. So it could be Scorpio, by the way, but that's not the point. Here we have someone who has very strong emotional and sexual creativity, explosions. They take pride in what they finish. So they're showing me a kind of anxiety here that it's been a while since they've connected to you in that way. They're aware of it. They're aware of it, and they can get locked in their head about it. But they are passionate about you. They're crazy with you. They're like, whatever I do with my Gemini, and I love it. They have explosions. So this person, their emotional self and sexual self are one and the same. The more intimate they are with you, it just reinforces what they feel. So this is a healthy feedback loop. They can have very, very strong sexual sensations with you. Very strong. It's explosive. It's very releasing. But they've been in their head lately, it looks like, with the Nine of Swords. A lot of stress and anxiety attached to this person. Let's see what's on their mind. So in other words, I see their sexual energy. It's actually quite strong when it happens. It may not be frequent, like all the time with that Three of Cups, but it happens often enough that you are familiar with it. You know what their kind of sexual reactions are. So what's going on in this person's mind? Because they're aware of the fact that it hasn't been coming together too smooth with you lately. And, you know, from my point of view, honey, it's not about frequency, it's about the quality. So the quality here in that sexual connection is high. It is very high. It's just not a lot, okay? Maybe that's what's on their mind. They're aware of it. They've been a little too preoccupied lately, this kind of thing. Let's see that Queen of Swords. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. The Magician, the Sun, and the Ace of Swords. There you go. There it is. That's what it is, honey. It's a temporary inflation of stress, mental stress, which I know you appreciate, okay? When you handle it, you say you numb down, but you remember to tune in with your intuition. So you have a very clever system here, but you're good at it. That's the point. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The Magician, the Sun, Ace of Swords, they're looking forward to more time and space with you. That is warmer. They know this. I told you they knew. Ace of Swords, they know. It's master knowledge right there. They're not, this is a smart cookie, this one is. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. And that's one of the ways you two harmonize so well. You both appreciate intelligence, okay? And the Sun, the warmth. So here we have the natural sense of the Sun, the warmth. I want to share this with you. I want to be warm with you. It's a generous energy. I'm pulling in more of the Sundays with you. I want more sexual energy and time with you. I know these things. So there's something here about while their sexual energy peaks hard with you, they associate it with you, it's devoted towards you, it's pointed at you, they're aware it's been off. Most likely getting up in their head for reasons that you would know. It could be anything to do with environmental stress. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and skip that Nine of Cups. It's shared. No, shit, it's scared. I mean, seriously. I would literally be saying the same thing at this point, which I'm already well known for. Thank you very much. The Nine of Cups shared between you two. You both are each other's wish fulfillment. Full stop. And that's because wish fulfillment, once more, Nine of Cups, you have to love yourself in order to understand how to give to yourself in a healthy way. So wish fulfillment, let's say, you know, I wanted like a cigarette, wish fulfillment, okay? Loving myself would actually be like, Christina, you don't need that. And you shouldn't. But it's still technically a form of wish fulfillment if I allow myself to. But that doesn't mean it's healthy. You two clearly have an emotional, healthy exchange that says that's why you two love each other this much. You're each other's wish fulfillment in all the right and healthy ways. So you bring out the best in each other, and that's why they have, to put not such a fine point on it, explosive orgasms with you. Because their sex and their heart are very much into you. And so I think that's why you show me you're not worried about it. You're not worried about it. You have such strong self-regulation. I can see why. The emotional security between you two is ridiculous. That's fantastic. They want nicer, warmer days with you. They really do. So whatever this is temporary stress that has interfered with their kind of sex signal or their instinct, which for you is actually quite high. We're going to go ahead and skip that Page of Cups as well. We just don't need it at this point. Let's go ahead and check in on the Ten of Cups, the fam, the circle, something. Let's see that Ten of Cups, please. Isn't going to be short. That's not a bad thing, honey. Who did I just have that talk with? And I did my little ha joke. It's not about the size. It is about how you use it. Same is true with tarot. You have such quality, honestly, reading here today. It's really writing itself. Okay? Let's see that Ten of Cups. Let's see that Ten of Cups. Show me that Ten of Cups. Let's see that 10. I mean, the love here is just ridiculous. Look at this. 9, the 10, the page, the 3, the king, the queen, twice. 6 of Cups. You guys are fine. You're fine. Getting each other's love juices all over each other, especially this person. Well, when they access it. Let's see that Ten of Cups, please. Let's see that Ten of Cups. Let's see that Ten of Cups. Let's see that Ten of Cups. I have to say, the water signs did phenomenal, and you're already kicking off to a strong start for the air signs. Much appreciate you. So no, short is not a bad thing. All right, let's see that Ten of Cups, the Queen of Wands, got a little hottie. Ten of Wands, the Sun. There it is, this person. You associate this person very much with passion. And they get in their head a lot these days. It's just not who they are. You very much associate this person with high levels of passion, drive, ambition, they little hottie. And they know that. And they've been struggling, but look at that. Look at that. Okay? It's more hopeful now in the future about your two's emotional prosperity and everything else that's attached to you. They seem to be, that looks like agitation. It's not. It's more of sexual energy being released. So whatever it is we got out of our head, we were able to relax and invoke the sun like this person had wanted. And there's the sexual tensions coming way down. Okay? I'm just saying, honey, you know, do your exercises, stretch up, get hydrated, because everything's going to start to feel really well again, like you knew it would. You know? Happy days. Yep, that's a lot of, I feel a lot better now, because this person hit kind of peak on their own personal sense of energy, and it finally got to be released. All right? So they wanted happier, warmer times with you. It's coming back in full force. And then everybody seems to just relax a little more. We're all a little bit happier, a little bit warmer these days. Let's take a look at that Hierophant, please. Oh, wrong deck. Okay, I was supposed to see this. The Devil, Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords. Here it is over here as well. This person has a very strong tendency to get caught in their head. Very strong. The rumination pattern. It has nothing to do with you. Not that I've seen it. You're used to it. I'm preaching to the choir. You know this about this person. They get locked in their head a lot. And it's very easy. It's not who they are all the time. You are very familiar with this person's heart space. You know it like you know your own. You are very familiar with this person's passion. You know it like you know your own. But I tell you what, when they get in that head, sometimes it's really hard for them to get out of it. The good news is that they don't stay there. If they were a full-time resident, I would be able to tell you. You know this. You're familiar with this person's process. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and see that Hierophant, please. Let's see that Hierophant, please. You know, so I like it. I don't know what they were evoking to help the warmer times come on through, but it worked. They have a plan, which is good. So that means they managed to cut through the swords, all the anxious bullshit. So they had a plan. They did it. Good job for them. Gold star for them. Warmer days are coming on through. Let's see that Hierophant, please. Show me the Hierophant. I like how your two's sexual energies react towards each other. It's very loving, generous, but I have to keep coming back to that point. No wonder that doesn't bother you. You know, when they're sexually energized and they're, you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting. Oh, yeah. No wonder you're showing me a non-stress state. It's, to tell you what, the Hanged Man, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Cups. I'm not really telling you, like I said, anything you don't already know. You are very familiar with this person's space, their headspace specifically, and that does not keep you from loving them any less. Some of you, very strong Scorpio energy here today, just because it came up multiple times. We have a touch of Taurus. We've got yeah, those are the major players. They seem to default to sword under stress. I don't think it's actually who they are. You showed me your natural element there, though. Anyway, the point is, you're very much committed to this. You've thought about it. You've had plenty of perspective with the Hanged Man, Queen of Swords. You were very used to the process. You know what to expect from your commitment. You love them more for it, not less, because they always seem to work it through or come out the other side. And you two connect at the end of the day where it counts. So this is absolutely beautiful. This is gorgeous. Peace be with you both. You love each other like crazy. You're patient. You get it. You know what it's like to be cut, but up in your head all day to the point of emotional numbness, but you still self-regulate. So you understand this process in your own way. I don't see any impatience from you. You've had a lot of time to reflect on this commitment. And you say the love stands above all. And that's just beautiful. The Magician's in the outcome. Let's see that Magician, please. Let's see that Magician. What I like is that when they do tune into their sexual energy with you, they have no inhibitions, which is beautiful. That tells me by default that this person is very much used and accustomed to their own sexual needs, and they're not shy from it. It has nothing to do with shyness. No, they're an open book when it comes to you. It's like, if I can't do these things with my partner, then you're not my partner. And I have that talk with people all the time. They are extremely comfortable in their sexual energy for you, with you, to you. And again, I think that's why you're like, yeah, I know what's up. I know what I'm coming home to. And it's awesome. It's like, yeah, they get stuck up in their head sometime, but they always work through it, or we work through it. There's very much a we here. So I like that. This person's open. Now, let's go ahead and see this Magician just for fun, since we're here. It looks like we already have a fantastic outcome at Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Five of Cups. You know, sometimes it gets difficult, but for the most part, the Magician. We have memories of sadness in here too, but for the most part, love wins. You know, that's all I've really had in my head for the past several minutes, is that love wins. The Magician, we want more of this. We want more of this love. We want more of this feeling. We want more of this relationship. Whatever it is you two manage to accumulate in present day overrides any past disappointments or old memories or old haunts. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. We want more of this, not less. You know? There's something here about the frequency that we admit to. We know this. When I subtract that 2 from that 5 is a remainder of 3. This person's aware of it, but when they're on point with their sexual energy, you can't mistake it. So sometimes there's that sense of sadness, you know, I wish we could connect more intimately. But that does not in any way diminish from the love and the respect and the solidity of what I see here in this relationship. And it's indeed, it's a relationship, it's a commitment, and it doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. That's beautiful. Their sexual energy is... when it's on, it's on. It's on like, you know, it's on like Donkey Kong, right? It's on when that person's on. Okay. I'm not really interested in time checks. This is already well in play, well established, but I am kind of curious about when that energy eases up, because I see them manifesting it into acting on it. And then there's so much sexual release. It's not even funny. It's beautiful. So within 2 years, that's interesting. How so? Oh, wait. For some of you, this is a reading that has yet to be. It's a reading that has yet to be. I can't argue with that. And by that I mean you might be looking at your future if you don't identify with it now. Timelines are different for everybody. For others of you, this is simply a reflection of how much you have meant to each other over the development of the past 2 years. Really tuning into that love, really tuning into your intimate selves, and knowing how to being each other's corners as long as you have, and the appreciation of that, especially if you have been through some serious in these past 2 years together. Come out the other side champs. In which case, you're close to this phase of what I'm saying here today. And this is the accumulation of all your two's love and hard work and effort. For others of you, it's yet to be. It's very interesting. I wonder which one it is for you. Feel free to share. If you know for a fact the last 2 years have been difficult, but you two have always come together in love and in harmony and in best interest of each other, then you know. And the next 2 years, you're winding down. This person is a lot more relaxed. Whatever it is they needed to shift, change, or focus, they're doing it. Okay? Righty-roo. Oh, I'll tell you what, honey, my back's a little stiff today. And it is. What's going on? I haven't been able to get back to full exercising post-surgery yet. Not authorized. All I can really do is walk at this time. So if you're someone who trains regularly and then you have to stop for any reason, your muscles start to get achy and agitated and frankly just pissy because they're not being utilized for which they have been accustomed to for years and years and years. Hence my back. Okay, desire. And some are like, well, if I exercise too much, my back hurts. If I don't, my back hurts. All right, desire number 8. Beautiful. Beautiful. For some of you, we might finally have a release of some of this tension around August, which the keyword, number here is 8 August. For others of you, it represents the time in Cancerian season when perhaps we started shifting and things got easier. I don't know. But the point is that the desire remains, and it always has. It's mutual. You two enjoy your wine, maybe. Your two's love for each other can make even the darkest and scariest of places a non-issue. Neither one of you fears the dark in that respect because you have each other. Things like that. Trials. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The trials that have been there. The trials. The difficulty. Perhaps some of you in the past 2 years, it will stop. It will stop. That sense of splintering, and it will stop. Okay, number 17. Despite whatever trials the past year or two, the desire has remained, and it always has. Oh, conquest. Temptation. Conquest. Temptation. Conquest. Where's that coming from? Where's that coming from? We made a conquest. Oh! We overcame the doubts. We overcame the doubts. We made a conquest of it. The temptation here being that anxiety, that mind. We overcame it. Found the solution, found the way, found the light. Celebration. Okay. We overcame that. We overcame that. To kind of give in to the worst of our thoughts sometimes. Man. Oh, boy. Overcame that. You deserve love, deception. Sometimes I think this person blocks it. I don't think they mean to. I don't think they mean to. I think somebody's mind really can't get away from them. It's like you deserve more love, not less. Especially if somebody gets into that kind of frame of mind where it's repetitious, and it feels like nothing's happening. No one's being productive, right? We get locked in that headspace and we think we don't deserve anything. Let's just give up, because I see that element to give in to the worst of the mind. And it's at the heart of it, sometimes somebody somewhere self-sabotages. And that sense of I don't deserve more, I don't deserve better, I don't deserve love. And yet, ironically, I've seen the highest forms of emotional functioning between you two. You self-regulate really well against what this person experiences, and you said, I'm used to it, and they're worth it. I think they are. Because, honey, what they give to you naturally and feel with you naturally, I mean, people put good money on the table for readings like this, and I can't make them up, you know? I think sometimes this person gets themselves worked up into such a space that they don't deserve this. It's something that they're working through adamantly. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Yeah. We have the letters R, W, Y, V. We have N, P. Big heart here. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Oh, no. Cats in reverse. Sometimes somebody tunes out from what their intuition is. Yeah. We have the medallion of Aquarius, and then we have the medallion of Capricorn, but it's in the reverse with the keyword here being ambitious. Somebody has big ideas. Big ideas. The Aquarius energy, but the Capricorn energy to force it through. Ambitious. Very ambitious. And we second guess ourselves, talk ourselves out of it, doubt ourselves critically. When I know this person can do it, you do too. But then it gets unlocked in that headspace of not being deserving, which is a unique feature here that's coming up more so towards the end. Okay? But we did see it, didn't we? When I say that this person, their mind is such that they can take them out of that space of deserving love and care and consideration, it really does. But they cut through it in the end. So, well done. Gemini, honey, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well.